So please let's do that. I think I believe the group is open now.
Okay.
Let's just post. This will in one way or the other give people more this thing so that they will know we are live
Yeah.
and everything is set.
Yes, you can just post it to the group chat. You can join us live on YouTube. Okay, okay, okay. No, no,
Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Yes, I can see it now. Thank you, Minister Judith. Thank you. Thank you.
God. I saw coming. This is what I saw coming. This thing happening now. We had different people coming together. So this thing, wow. That's why what you see is very, very important. So, no, no.
So please, you can do that for us. We are. It's almost time, so we can do that.
See me now. Am I was supposed to?
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm looking for paper, right paper to.
Thank you. And also for those of us, for the sake of the replay to watch, so it's it's good news, so that we'll know that the uh, right Bev have also made it possible that after now this class is streamed on YouTube. So in case you want to go back to it, the link will be dropped also so that you can go back to it and go through it also. Please, we are. It's only one person that have posted. We would have loved to see at least two, three, four, five persons give that information to put the information out to make others know that yes, we are live. So I will be joining from YouTube to see how it is. Thank you. Someone have been typing for almost. Oh, oh wow! Thank you, Minister Judith. Thank you. Thank you. So I think it's time. It's 10 minutes past 8 already, sir.
So, you're welcome, everyone. You're welcome to class today. So, real quick, you're welcome. I'm seeing everybody. I don't know if there's anybody that is here for the first time. Let's do our normal tradition and welcome the person to the class this evening, to our meeting this evening. So, is there anybody here that is here for the first time? Please unmute your mic and introduce yourself so we can get to meet you. Okay. Is anybody here the first time? Okay, everybody has been here before. All right. We are all welcome. I hope we're having a very great Sunday. So quickly, let's get right into it. So we're just going to do this in very, very short sessions. We'll have like maybe 3 to 4 sessions so we can break it down. We'll have the just we're going to have the just the practical session. This one is just going to be more like the introduction session of the work. So I just want to like I said, the purpose of this class is actually to um The purpose of this class is actually to emphasize on most important part of your journey as a researcher. The most important part of your journey as a researcher is actually to publish work. That is the most important part of your journey. So even as whatever you're doing, even if you're not a, so to speak, a student, or you're not pursuing one program or another, you're done. You're settled in your field. You still need to publish more and more research. And the reason why we're saying this is because of how the world is now becoming a global village. Everybody, before you can get collaborations from different parts of the world to meet together and work on different research, it has to do, maybe you've gone online, either you've gone either you've gone to, maybe you've gone abroad to do your, maybe a program, or you've done something, or you've gone outside. But now, because of how global the village is becoming, we can stay in your room here in Abia State, and you get access to people both in California, in MIT, to do research together. In fact, both of you can research. I actually just watched the video of a lady that he was a research assistant to a professor from Brazil. She was a research assistant to a professor in, I think, in Europe, and they published so much to a point where he called her to come to join him in Europe. So that's how global. So that is why it's important for you that no matter your level, no matter where you've reached in your journey as a researcher, in your journey as in your field, you still need to publish research, because that's the single golden rule. That's the template. If you today, if you meet anybody from any point of the globe, the person will ask you, please, what can I see some of your work? Can I see what you've published before? For some of us that want to live now, that want to maybe leave the shores of the country, or want to do, maybe you want to pursue a doctoral program abroad, you want to seek for scholarship, this is what you need. This is why you need to. So that's why I'm stressing. So quickly, I'm just going to, well, our topic for today is why you should, how to write a journal article from your thesis. Okay. And at least by the end of this session, even every participant, please, before I go ahead, I hope the slides are being very, very clear. I hope it's clear, please.
It's very clear. Continue.
Yes, but they are tiny
Okay.
somehow. It's okay.
Okay.
That's the
Is it better
uh,
now?
yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So by the end of this session, participants will understand the the types of journal articles, identify which require full data and which one can be written from chapter 1 to 3. I've entertained a lot of questions with from people saying, they say we should write conference paper from chapter 1 to 3, and I've already, for my project and what I've written is just chapter 1 to 3. So I'll be actually identifying the different ones that can come from your just chapter 1 to 3. You can have conceptual review papers. You can have a review paper. Anything review can come from chapter 1 to 3, where you just do a kind of either you do a full systematic review, scoping review, or just a simple narrative review. So we'll be doing all that, and we're going to learn ethically how to convert this proposal. The ethical part, then we're going to be practical. This is the practical part where we'll use the journal writer. That's the reason why everybody was onboarded. Because I hope all of us have been onboarded to the free ChatGPT Pro. I hope everybody is onboarded right now. Please, if you're not onboarded, please let us know right now, so that, because we're about to go practical. So let's quickly go. So, like I said, why this session is important is that most postgraduates will never publish their thesis. After all this stress, immediately after you graduate, there's no more push. So most people will just leave it. Most people will just leave it. So that's why we are educating you now, so you understand why. So one of the reasons why you should publish more is it increases your academic visibility and credibility. Like I said, the golden rule for a researcher in education, somebody in education, somebody in any field at all. The first thing you're going to be asked if you leave the shores of this country, if you're going wherever, in fact, if you're presenting yourself as an erudite professional, they're going to ask you, what can I see some of your publications, things that you've done online? That's the only way they can, even if you're a very, very, very well known person in your country, when you leave your country, because very soon we'll have different people. And I need to start speaking. Why I didn't mention Nigeria is that very soon we'll have people from different countries in this platform. So let me start speaking like that. So why I said publication increases your academic visibility and credibility is that it serves as the golden rule. It serves as what people can see that you've published over the years. So right verb simplifies the transformation process, and your thesis can produce multiple journal papers if structured properly. I've heard of some people's PhDs that has produced over 6, 7 Scopus rated papers. So we'll be showing you how exactly that happens. All right. So now the common challenges that postgraduates face is one, uncertainty about what part of the thesis are publishable. When you see chapter one to what should I publish chapter one, like different questions. So we're going to be looking at all that. We're going to be looking at the lack of understanding of journal formats, fear of rejection or plagiarism issues, and how can you condense, like, you look at a thesis can be a whole lot big. A PhD thesis can be almost 600, 700 pages. In MSc thesis that can be maybe, for most people here, some students in Nigeria, their thesis can be maybe around 200 or below a bit. So how can you write 200 paper after writing 200 pages of thesis? You now say you want to you write paper from it. How? It's some people it's very, very hard. So this session will provide the clear strategies to overcome all of them. All right. So then the part A for this class is teaching session. We'll be showing you the different types of journals, the requirements, data requirements, and ethical practices. Yeah. So you actually know how to be guided properly when you're writing. So for after this class, we'll be dropping the slides in the platform so that we can access the slides. So from there, we'll now go to the practical demonstration. Okay, so let's get into it. So please get ready, have ready your proposal 1 to 3 or your full thesis document, Microsoft Word, access to Right Web Journal Writer and Internet. So we'll be using the typical abstract introduction. This is actually the sample journal structure, but there are many journal structures. There are actually very, very, very many. I'll be showing us maybe a couple. I'll be showing us a couple. I think we have. I think I have Curious here. I should have Curious. I think I have Curious somewhere here. So that's exactly how it is. So we're using this as a sample. So by the end of this module, you should identify which part of the thesis can be published, understand the ways to write from your chapter 1 to 3. If you've just written chapter 1 to 3, and then select the articles. If you want to now, aside just being a conference paper, I'm aware some of us have written conference papers or we're in the process of, you're not just writing that conference paper to keep it, you should publish it. So where should you publish it? That's another part. So then, and how to actually use the right web journal writer for your manuscript creation. Okay, so before we continue, I say publication is not the end of your research journey. It is the beginning of your academic influence. Publication is not the end. When you publish something, that's actually when you start to exert influence. But when you keep it, it will just die with you, and I know it won't die. So let's quickly go to the next slide so we can actually we can go on with this research. So does anybody have any question before we go ahead with this? Does anybody have any questions so far? Please, can everybody hear me? Am I being heard?
Yes, we can hear you loud and
Yeah,
clear.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So now, what are the type of journal articles and their data requirements? What are the different types of journal articles that we have? What journal articles do we have? What are the data requirements? So a journal article, it communicates research results, theories, or critical analysis to the academic community. Okay, so that's what a journal article is. It's a written document that communicates research results, theories, or critical analysis to the academic community. The purpose is to share discoveries, contribute to existing knowledge, and gain academic recognition. So some articles require data, empirical, while others rely on theory or literature. That's conceptual. So empirical, whenever you hear empirical, empirical has to do with data. That's either primary, secondary data, where you have to collect data. Like you have to go to the lab, you have to collect questionnaire. That is called empirical research. So anything that then you now talk about conceptual. Conceptual now has to do with just taking literature, reviewing um, different papers. Somebody now can write, you can write a paper where you're reviewing almost 80 different journal articles from other people. You will not go to the lab, you will not go to anything. What you do is just use software to analyze them and present them either as a meta-analysis, either as a systematic review, or just a normal narrative synthesis. So that's exactly what we'll be differentiating right now. So the two types are the data, empirical, and then the conceptual. All right. So now empirical papers, they present the data from experiments, surveys, and fieldwork. That is when you've written your chapter 1 to 5 of your thesis, you're supposed to present an empirical paper. That is what we should present, because this will now contain your field work. So, but right now, for some of us that are not through yet, you can do a conceptual, non-empirical paper where you discuss the ideas, the theories, and or reviews. You understand? So it's either you do, like I said, a conceptual paper. You can also do a review paper. You can do theoretical and framework paper. All these things are different kinds of papers you can do. For some of us that are asking, like, what kind of paper can I do for my 1 to 3? This is what you can do. I'll show you the process of it shortly. So each you can choose the article type based on your research stage and the available data, and I'll show you how you're supposed to do that. Okay. So now we'll be looking at the different types of research article. So this is the ordinary research article, the one you know very well. This is the normal one that maybe you're already used to. This is the one that it uses the IMRAD structure. The IMRAD structure stands for introduction, methods, results, and discussion. That's the one you know. If you've written a couple of journals, you can see it from there. Introduction, methods, result, discussion. This is the typical one you know. So it presents full data and analysis, and it requires the chapter 4 and 5 of your thesis. So the typical structure for most journals, that's what most of them use, is abstract, introduction, methods, results, discussion, conclusion, references. Okay, so that's the ordinary one, which most of us I don't think we're through with our full work. This one you can write an ordinary research article like this when you're through with the main work. That's when you write it. So now the next one is just sorry, I think I need to go back. The next one now is a short communication or brief report. So it's just a concise presentation of one significant finding. So if maybe you have maybe a significant finding, maybe you can actually use this as a way of kind of giving a heads up of what you actually did. Maybe your maybe if you're doing your doctoral thesis and you're taking maybe something that is taking like 3 years to do, and maybe you're doing. I know of some PhD students that they will do like three different types of research in their work. So what they will do is the first research, maybe they're doing something that has to do with interviews or something like that. They can present that as, first of all, just a brief report paper or just a communication paper. So when the whole work is now done, they can now either compile it together or add those ones as different papers. So this one now requires your chapter 4 and 5. Then this is where we should focus on. This is the review article. So this is called a review article. A review article is just a kind of paper that summarizes the ideas of other research. So this one, you don't need any chapter 4 and 5. So what you need here is chapter 1 and 2 of your thesis, and 3, of course. You just need chapter 1, 2. In fact, just one and two should give you. So the different types of review articles, narrative. Why I'm saying all these things so that you understand that journals are different journal articles. There are different types of journal articles, so you know which one you're choosing and which one you're writing. So a review article is divided into three: the narrative review, systematic review, scoping review. It's the narrative review has to just do with where you summarize the research from other people, and there's no guided system, there's no guided approach to do this. So but a systematic review has to do with is a guided rigorous process where you actually analyze different data from different written material, maybe all the work on a particular subject or on a research question. You first of all formulate your research question, then from there you can now start, you develop a search strategy. From a search strategy now, you go to databases and you start to scan that different databases to try and find research using different key uh, key threads and keywords. We don't call them keywords, we call them key threads. So you can be able to identify different research. That way, then you can also, after identifying different research from different databases, you can now use it to analyze it. Uh, you can isolate the different research that is not in line with the work. All these things I'm saying is systematic review. This number 2 is quite very, this is the creme de la creme of review articles. After it, you can get your meta-analysis. So then the third one is scoping review. Scoping review has to do with scoping qualitative. Is a wide review. In the scoping review, you can scope through a lot of, on maybe let's say a topic, let's say something like, let's say green finance. If you have a topic like green finance, or let me bring it back home. If you have something like and let me use freedom of speech, for instance. If you want to write a scoping review on freedom of speech, you're supposed to go and download and search for different literature that are actually on this topic, scoping on this what they call it, freedom of speech, both from gray literature, both from Scopus rated, all of them. You get all literature, whether the ones that have been analyzed. The difference between a systematic review and a scoping review is that with a systematic review, one is what you're looking for is quantitative studies. So all these things I'm going in details because we'll soon start publishing. So I'm no more doing children's stuff. We're now discussing as researchers and senior researchers, all of us are. So as a systematic review, what you're doing in a systematic review is you, instead of going to go and get data, you download you go and search for different already published work. It could be 300, it could be 400 different published work that are supposed to answer a research question. So the difference between a systematic review and a scoping review is that it's for a systematic review, for instance, a systematic review has to do with a research question, and the literature you're looking at here is literature that has been that it has passed through peer review. But for a scoping review, you can use any kind of literature. So far as it is on that topic, you try and gather it together to map it, to know exactly what are the concepts, to know what are the themes that are being said about that topic. So it's something that you want to experience. It's very exciting. All these things I'm saying is a very exciting field to be into. Research is very exciting. So now most of the beautiful thing about writing review articles is that there is no data needed. Just no new data needed. Chapter 1 and 2 of your thesis, you can convert your literature review into a review article. So that is that. So let's quickly run through because we're not here for too much discussion today. So the methods of protocol paper. So it's just these ones are also different types of review papers that you can write um without data. It may or may not include data. So conceptual paper, of course, no data is needed. So it's to critique a model or develop a theory or model. Most people here, I think, the areas of STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. I think a lot of theoretical papers, conceptual papers come from here. Then the conference paper, which is presented at academic meetings. So it shares the findings or conceptual framework. If you don't have a finding yet, you can focus on your conceptual framework and then try and develop it into a journal article. So later, when you're through with the work, you can develop that conference paper into a full journal article. So I'll show you all that. I'll try my best to cover all this where we are working. So the typical structure is the abstract, background, methods and model, findings, framework, and conclusion. That's the conference paper. Then this one is opinion paper. It's just the different this one now is just the author's perspective on a subject. So so the different types of summary, this is summary of everything we've said right now, is the types of article types. The different types of the journal articles we have is original research. It requires full data, short communications, limited. Then review, this one requires no new data. Then methods, protocol paper, it requires no new data. The conceptual theoretical paper, no data. Conference paper, you might require data, you might not. So the interpretation is you can publish reviews, methods, and conceptual papers while data collection continues. You must not wait till you're done with your full work to continue with publishing your work. So you can do like a preliminary paper. Then, as the work is progresses, you can now decide to do it as a full journal article. All right. So I just want to say thank you for this. So before we enter the next slide, do we have any quick questions? We are getting to the practical bit. So I decided to break it down into parts like this so it's not be overwhelming. So before I start again, do we have any questions whatsoever as per what we have gone through in this slide? Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions, please? Because once we enter the practical, is you have for those that have been given access to the ChatGPT Premium, you have 2 days. So between today and Tuesday by 12 noon, you should have finished your journal article, and you should also submit to me for appraisal. So please, do we have any questions before I go on quickly? It's already 8:35. Do we have questions? Can we all hear me? Am I being heard?
Hello,
Yes,
good
we can
evening.
hear you. We don't have any.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, good evening.
Yeah, I have
Hello.
a
Good
question.
evening.
From your
The
Okay.
network is so wonderful that we are struggling to hear.
Okay,
hello,
even now. Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
It's clear. It's clear.
I have a little question based on your explanation. So
Okay.
from what you explained now, that we can write the conference paper without involving chapter 3. Is that
Without
correct?
Your conference paper,
chapter
yes,
3?
you can. Yes, you may or you may not involve chapter 3, but it is dependent on you. What exactly do you want to structure into your work? This is what a conference
Okay.
paper typically looks like. It's just the chapter 3 has to be there though. This is the materials and model, so it has to be there.
Okay.
Yes. So do we have any other questions? Do we have any other questions? And sir,
The
please,
truth
I
of the
hope
matter
my
is just that network, we're just struggling to hear you here because network is so bad. We're struggling
okay.
to hear
Let
you.
me. What will
No,
happen is
no, no,
let me.
maybe from the person's location, because from my side
I
Okay.
I
can
can
hear
hear
you
you
clearly, very
clearly.
clearly.
So the
Yes,
person should check
Okay.
his location. You are
yes,
audible and
please.
Okay.
there is no network issue with your
And your
own
network
from
is
your own
clear.
side.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. So maybe you can change your location. So quickly, let's get to it. So this is a practical guide for um this is a practical guide for extracting your journal article from your thesis or proposal. So number one, the objective of this practical session is to convert your thesis or proposal into a publishable article using journal right web journal writer. So number one is extract the identify extractable sections. So all these ones now is just let's start the practical. So it's very, very easy. So quickly go to your device, your laptop, and log into the ChatGPT account. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do that right now. Okay. All right. So quickly, I'm going to do that right now. All right. Here we go. Okay. Oh, 1 minute. Just log in. Use this period. I'm not trying to enter my own to enter your own too. So
Can
you
one use
can.
phone? Can one use phone? It's
Yes, your
better
phone
with
is very.
laptop.
No, your phone is good. Your laptop is good. You can use phone, but
Okay,
preferably laptop. But if you don't have access to laptop, use your phone.
okay.
Okay. All right. So let's go. So now what we're going to do now is first of all, I'm going to log in. Um, just going to log in. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So let me log in. Okay. So please, you too. I believe everybody has been logged in. I actually forgot to. I forgot to log in on my laptop. Imagine I logged everybody in. So let me just quickly do that. Okay. So two. Okay. Okay. So let me do that again. So I hope you two are ready. Okay. Okay. So here we are. So I hope your own is also showing the way my own is showing. I hope we are all being seen like this. I hope our screens, everybody is ready like this, right? Please unmute your mics. I want to know if we're at the same place where we are. Is your page also open?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready when
Every other
ready.
person.
Yes. That's where mine
That's one
is.
person. What about every other person? If you're not following, no problem. We have our recordings. It's being on. It's already on. Immediately after your recording will be on YouTube. It's already on YouTube. So I just want to make sure that at least we have some people following. Do we have another person or other people that are following? Is Are we open like this?
I'm not connected to, I'm using my phone, but I'm following up. If you can hear
Okay.
me, I'm hearing you, but
Yes, I can hear you. I'm hearing you.
okay, network is a bit stable now. I'm
Okay,
following up.
thank God for that. Okay, so what about every other person?
My own is showing what can I help you with?
Very good. Perfect, perfect. Any other person? Very good. So it's practical. Okay. So I guess others are following. So now look at this. If you look at this if you look at this but on your top left here, you can see we pinned three different GPTs here under this GPT area where GPT, if the GPT is not on, just click on GPT, click on GPT there, and then click on GPT, then you click on Write Verb Journal Writer. Click on Write Verb Journal Writer here. Click on it. I just clicked on my own. It has opened.
I'm not seeing when I click, it's not what I'm seeing. No, I'm what I saw is model GPT-5, great image, deep
No,
research.
no, 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 no. Under, not on the top. Look at that place. They wrote GPTs, GPTS. Under it, that place that is like arrow, GPTS. Click on that place. Have you seen it?
Okay, then what is my own? Ask GPT, ask
No, no,
chat.
no. Uh-huh. On the top left, top left area.
Top, there's nothing top left. My top left is two dash. Then I saw chat GPT.
Okay. Do you see anything like GPTS? GPTS. Do you see anything
No,
like that there?
no, I didn't see.
You can't find anything. Are you seeing my screen right now?
Okay,
Are
let
you
me
see
minimize that.
anything? Are you seeing anything like this on my screen? This something like this. Are you seeing this?
Oh, so I'm not seeing such a thing on my own.
Just refresh your this thing, your browser. After
Refresh
refreshing
your
it,
browser.
you will see
Mhm.
something like new chat, start chats, and library. Check on that, you see what he's talking about.
Ah,
Exactly.
Epify, it's an issue
The
for me. Oh.
barrister.
Ma,
The barrister himself.
It's an issue. That is how I'm analog now. I'm finding
You're
it
not
difficult.
analog.
for your
You're not
analog that
analog.
you upgraded.
Okay. So, is there anybody that is also facing a challenge? I want to know.
Onyekachi,
So,
Onyekachi,
Under my
please
own,
come
is
and
there
I
any?
help me.
saw I
Is your
saw
own ma-
under
uh-huh,
GPTS, I saw explore,
uh-huh,
then right verb,
uh-huh. Then what again?
then down you now see projects down.
Okay, right verb what? Is it only right verb you saw there?
I saw
Right, the right verb that is there, is it only right verb that you saw? Okay, just hold on 1 minute. Under that GPTS, did you see right verb
GPTS.
journal writer? Yeah,
I,
did you see right verb journal writer?
yes, I saw it.
Click on right verb journal writer. So any other person
Okay.
facing issues, I want everybody here, at least you should leave here with a journal article. That's why we are spending this time, putting in this effort. We should write ourselves. It's not hard. So it's not hard. So any other person experiencing these issues, write verb journal writer. Please go ahead and speak, sir. Go ahead.
Sorry, Doc. Sorry,
I'm
Doc.
now.
I have not. I don't know how to get a link. So please, I just
Okay.
came in and I don't really know how to get a
Okay.
link.
Sorry. Okay. Are
Mm.
you on the platform, sir?
Yes, sir.
Look at minimize the guy he
Okay. We onboarded everybody earlier around 4, and we sent the
Oh,
notice. I guess maybe you didn't get it. So what will happen is just carry flow along with us.
okay.
Possibly after the class, we can onboard you then, but just follow the class and understand it. The videos will be
Okay.
up, so you too can. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay. So let's focus back. So now, when you click on Right Dev Journal Writer, have you clicked on it?
Yes.
Click
yes.
on. So now you can see what is written here. That it says here that let me reduce it a bit.
Upload your results through this
Exactly.
testing data.
Very, very, very good. So now it says here, upload your results through Thesis data. So it says is all this software or the GPT is built to do is to help you extract.
Mhm.
Is just to help you extract your journal from your thesis. So in case maybe you have done your results, maybe after you're done with your results, you can still come here and extract the journal. So, but if you've not done with your results, you can still extract it from your just normal thesis, regular chapter 1 to 3, depending on what you want to write. Do you understand? So quickly, let's do that. So what you do next, click on the plus button here. Just click on plus. I don't know if we are all seeing it. Click on plus. You see
Mhm.
add photos and file, and then you go and click on your proposal or your chapter 1 to 3. Do we understand what just happened now?
Yes.
Okay.
I,
So I'm going
I
to
saw
go to
photos and file.
so what you need to do
Which
is now go and upload your proposal or your chapter 1 to 3 there. Just upload it there.
The proposal or the thesis? Which one?
Which one have you
Any
written?
of them?
Yes, anyone you've written, just upload it there.
Okay.
Have we all done that?
Let me do that right now.
Okay, so every other person, have you all done that? Just click the plus and
I'm
attach your
stuck. Oh,
proposal.
network.
Yeah, sorry, apologies for that. It's the situation we're all in.
I
But I
have
thank God network has
camera,
been very good.
photos, add files. I should click on add
Add
files,
files.
right?
Yes, click on add files. Okay. All right.
Document.
So have we all done that?
I'm trying to do that.
No.
What is holding us now? What is holding us? What is holding you? What is holding us? Have we, Minister Judith, have you succeeded, ma?
Still on the way, my trying to get the thesis now or the proposal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
My present,
Okay.
I think I'm not. I'm using my phone, but I'm seeing what you are doing. I'm actually waiting for results. After I've seen
You
what
just
after
okay. Okay.
the attachment, I'm still waiting for
Okay.
what
The
will happen
results.
next. But I'm following up.
Okay. You see it. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. You just follow it.
Um,
It's very straightforward. I'm just waiting for others so that those writing with me will also continue with me. They won't be lost. So I can go ahead, Abby.
yes, I've uploaded it.
Okay. Then let me. What you do
Uploaded.
is press enter. Let's press enter and watch what will happen next.
But my present, I just wanted to ask a question. Maybe when you finish.
Okay, no problem. So now I've attached the document. It's reading the document. So you to press enter if you're following up. Okay. So it's telling us something. It's telling us something. All right. So now let's quickly see what it is actually telling us. So it's this is what it's uploaded here. It said the pattern and prevalence of language shifts among Igbo communities in Imo State. I can turn that into an academic journal. So what is the name? What do you want me to use the uploaded? Like, first of all you need to do, the simple thing about this software is just going to structure it in a way that you don't need to, kill yourself. So all these questions is asking you is just to know how to structure it. So let's start from number one. Very easy. So number one is asking us this question now. It says, do you want me to use? You can be answering on your own too, or you can just watch me. Maybe later you do it on your own. Do you want me to use the uploaded thesis file as primary source? I'll say yes. I want you to use it as primary source. Then number two here, it says, what is the journal title do you want to use? I can tell it, use same as document. Okay. And three, what's the author name you want to use? So like I mentioned, for some of us that are maybe you're supervising students, and sometimes maybe after you've done a group work, some people don't want to publish their work. So you can put your name. I can, like for me here, I can put um I can put Dr. Ikenna here. Ikenna. Hmm? Or yes, I can use Dr. Ikenna here. Then the next one now, they're
Use
asking me
Dr.
what is the
Ikenna
references.
Nwachukwu. Let's see what it will come out with. Your full name,
Okay.
please. Dr. Ikenna Nwachukwu. Let's see what it will come out with.
Okay. All right. So Dr. Ikenna Nwachukwu. Then the referencing style. Now, where this is very important is, the your thesis is written in upper sixth edition, right? But some journal publication bodies, they use Harvard. Some use IEEE. Some use upper seventh edition. It depends. So it's very, very tricky when, especially when you're formatting your journal to publish in maybe Scopus, or you're publishing in any other kind of platform. So you need to know how to. This is why this software exists, to help you. So what you need to do for me now, maybe I can assume maybe I want to publish in Elsevier. I'll say use acceptable acceptable referencing referencing for Elsevier. I don't know if you're getting me. So that way, I don't know if I'm getting this correct. Elsevier. So that way, whatever it is that Elsevier uses, I can be able to use it. Even if it's IEEE, it can change whatever formatting that is inside it. Because if you use your head to try and do it, where you are converting referencing in your work from upper six to IEEE, it's very hard. So you need some kind of structured help, and that's why this software is here. Okay. So the next thing, I hope we are following along. Minister Judith and every other person. I hope is going. Hope I'm not too fast.
Yes, please spell that
Please,
see.
I'm lost far back. Oh, please. Oh.
Where are we lost now? Where are we lost? Anyway, the video is there. It's on YouTube. We're streaming now. You can join on YouTube so you can follow up. That's why we're making it available on YouTube so you can go back, and as much as you can watch it 200 million times. So, but because of want of time, we might not really wait for everybody. So now, even if I now know, okay, instead of using this use acceptable reference for a CV, I can just decide to say make it let's say uh make it MLA, for instance. Let's say what I want to write is MLA. I can use that. So, but for the purpose of, for the scope of this paper, we'll just use the normal APA that he was using. But maybe let's say you want to publish, and the different it has they're requiring you to change the referencing style. You just need to come here and change it. So I will just still use the upper sixth. You understand? So we'll just flow with this because of the scope of what we are doing here. So then the desired journal structure. Now, sometimes you see some journals will tell you abstract, after abstract introduction, then after introduction, literature review, then methods, then results. So right here, I'll just tell it, I am doing a conference paper. Give me a general conference paper outline. So after that, then it asks me how many pages do I want this to be. So if I want the pages to be, let's say like maybe 14 pages, I write it here, 14 pages. 7, then number 7. Then it's asking me deliverable. Which one do you want? A full draft in the chosen referencing style, extraction report, or both. So I'll just say a full draft. A full draft. Or what I can do, maybe I can just go for B. The full, I want you to give me the full list of tables, figures, and everything that is going to use. So let me just go with the extraction report. Because I would personally, in my use of it, I've noticed that it performs better when you tell it to give you a full report first. So when you use this software over and over, you understand this thing I'm saying. So let's say it's now telling you if you choose a full draft, I'll convert everything, but I'll not invent. Okay. All right. So I think we're done. We've answered. So that's it. So all I need to do now is just press enter. And that's it. Okay. So this is the work. It's extracting it from my proposal defense, the conference paper. Okay. So it's telling us, look at all the figures and tables. It's extracting from it. This is everything. Okay. Okay. So it's asking me now, yes, include chapter and sub-chapter headings in the extraction. I'll just say yes, include. All these ones are just sub-questions, just trying to get your mind. That's all. Just this, okay? Alongside this. So it has started the process. So it's just that easy. It's just that easy once you've given it. So why you see it's hard for me to give it some kind of direction is that I am not using a publishing body. If maybe I'm publishing on Curious, for instance, or Ajol, or ResearchGate, do you understand? I can use the structured headings or the format they have given me to use it to actually write the journal. Do you understand? So I can just say start. Okay. So it's still analyzing the document so that it will pull out the correct parts that is going to use for this journal. Because the article is quite big. The work is, this is the chapter 1 to 3, is over 70 or 60 something pages, close to 70. So how can he extract a journal, a conference paper from it? And okay, so just say go on. Start the okay, I just say go on, start the journal. Okay. All right. So it's giving me the breakdown. So this is the full stages. So it's asking me, do you want to preserve the same research focus or should I generalize? I say yes, yeah, yes. So let's go on. Okay. So it has started the conference paper. It has started withdrawing it. All these are depending on the work. So it has started writing the. This is actually it has started writing. And another thing you need to be very, very careful of is your references. You know, like I mentioned, some of us just go and tell ChatGPT, write for me. You, I have said the dangers are too much. There are too many to count. So with this now, I want you to see it's actually extracting all these things. Now it's extracting it the from the um proposal. It's actually a proposal that was written. So this is the background of study. This is the background of the introduction of the journal. So all I need to do now is just go to Microsoft Word. Uh, I just need to go to Microsoft Word right now, and I'll open a blank document, and I'll copy. I'll just go there, copy this. I'll just copy this now, for instance, and I have it there. Now, what you're doing here, this thing is just extracting your work. It's not doing plagiarism. This is already work you've written. So this is the outcome of our research. This is our conference paper. So let me say continue. Go on. So you can see how easy it is to write it. So now this is now doing is reviewing literature review. Is in literature review on it. Okay. So it's doing literature review on it. So all I need to do is to collect this literature review from it. And the key part of this is that I just give it a general format. Where you will enjoy this the most is, let's say, for instance, that you're writing in let's say you wrote your work in let's say upper 6th edition, and you need to reformat it for maybe a different type of research, something that is not even upper 6th. That's when you understand how difficult it is. Or maybe when you have finished your thesis and you want to write journals from it, you know how hard it is to reduce and start rewriting. With this one, you don't need to do all that. With this one, you don't need to. So I just need to say go on. So I just need to say go on. So this is so far, this is our work. This is our work so far. So this is our conference paper we're writing for tonight. It's the literature review. And we're going to go to so let's continue with the methodology now. Okay. Okay. So now for this conference paper now, this now is writing based on, it is giving it, how do I say it? It's writing it based on the chapter 1 to 5 of the work. Anyway, I'm going to explain. Let me just copy this and paste. So please, I hope, is there anybody following behind in their own work? Is there anybody following at all? Is there anybody following, or am I doing this on my own? Have you people left me?
Yes, we are
We are
watching you
fol-
for now.
we are following. But let me ask you a
Okay.
question.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, if you want to do this now, do you have to do those things we are taught in the last 2 class?
What's
As
that?
in
What did you?
changing the future tense to past tense and
No,
all
no, no,
that
no, no.
before we
Oh,
get to this
there's no
point.
need. No, no, no. Just upload your research. Upload it. The same. Look at now. Look at this paper now. This now is a fully written conference paper. It's structured as a conference paper. I can present this anywhere. You don't need to do anything again. All you need to do is maybe check for AI score, maybe humanize it, and that's it. Are you getting me? That's
In
it.
that place, I'm waiting for you. It's the
Where's
humanization that I'm waiting for you.
that's not an issue. We're here together. So that's it. There's no need for that. All these things are already here. So another beautiful thing is that it tells you where to get your like here now, um like here, for instance. Now look at it's telling me insert the sociological socio linguistic distribution of respondents. So it's telling me I should go back to the thesis. So let me open the main work so you see the main work, so you actually see where we're getting all this from, and so you understand the scope of what we're doing. So let's see. Okay, quickly. So let's go to the look at what is writing here. It's saying I should go to the um I should insert the social linguistic distribution of respondents on page 36 of the work. That is what it's telling me to do. So I'll go to this should be the research gap, okay? So I need to go to the table if there is one. Okay. Let me check in the other document for the work coming. Uh, okay. Okay. Okay, there's no table here. So why is it showing me table? Okay. So essentially, this is just the simple thing about this is that this thing makes it easy for you to extract the data from your thesis into your journal. That's just a simple thing that it does. That's just the simple, all this whole English we're speaking. This is just what it does. So we're still working on it, of course, to make it better. It's not yet at its best, but it's something that I think it can make your work kind of easy. So now for this class now, this is just an example that I've said. You can use this, especially now that you want to write a paper. So what we are going to write for this tonight, at least between now and 10, what we're going to write as an example is we're going to write a review paper. So I want you to start afresh. So what I want you to do for those that have been following is I want you to start afresh now on your work. Let me just minimize it so that we can write it as a review paper instead of just having it as a conference paper. A review paper can be presented anywhere. It can be published anywhere. So we're going to write this as a full review paper. So what you just need to do now is go back to the right web journal right now. Look at this arrow that is down here. Look at the arrow that is down here and click on new chart. Can we see this arrow that is on top of it? If you open the right web journal right now, there's a new chart there. Can you see new chart under the arrow there?
Your own or our own?
Yours, your own. Can you see a new chart here?
Are you talking about your own?
Your own. Like I want you to click on the arrow here. Look at the arrow that is under here, right? Under right web journal writer, click on the arrow that is the drop down menu and go to new chart. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm
Yeah.
going to write this. Yes. The other one, I was writing it as a normal, regular conference paper that should have your findings. That's why it was including tables. So now I want to write this now as a conference, as a review paper. Remember, I mentioned that there are two types of papers. There's something called empirical papers and there are conceptual papers. Okay, empirical papers need your data. That's what I did just now. That's why it's telling me to put tables of the data I've brought up. So those tables are not ready. So what I need to do now, if I want to write this
Can't hear you. Or is this from my own?
a journal article is to write something that is okay. Can we still hear me, please? I think a phone came through. Am I still being heard?
I can hear you.
We're hearing you.
But I
Yes,
have
we
a
Hello.
can hear
question.
you.
Please go
Please,
ahead.
before we go forward, myself as a person, I have a question. When we were asked,
Go ahead.
most of the time, this information of you should present a conference paper, do this, is from one
Yes.
hand to another hand. I thought when we are going to present a conference paper, maybe you take one of your specific objective, and use
Mhm.
it as develop a conference paper. But now you are developing
Okay.
the whole of the work
Yes. Yes. I like that question. I like that question.
because
Your co-
because the
Mhm.
I normally like to ask questions. Not that I don't know what I might do, but this for when you are presenting, like when in my house here now, most of the time they are present. The people that studio to me in the house, they are doing they are picking it from the maybe one of the specific
Objectives.
objective they develop it. But
Okay.
when you present almost from chapter 1 to 5, then you cannot present the paper again publish it differently. That is what I'm
Okay.
thinking. You can explain.
Okay. All right. This is the thing is, since you're writing something that has to do with you're not this is not a full um research. Do you understand? This is not a full research. I, as a person, I've seen people publish at least 3 to 4 journals from one PhD. I've seen people publish one journal. They just carry the whole thing, summarize it, and publish. It depends on you. Your specific objectives are like dividing your work. That's exactly what it is. There are people that will not use their specific objectives. What they will do is, depending on the studies in the work, the literature review they did alone is can be formulated into a paper. It is not, there's no structured pattern that says it must be this. What we know is present it to us, give us give us the introduction, give us the literature review if required, and then give us a methodology. Then, if you have results in terms of review, give us a review. So, if maybe from your work now, it's just like saying you want to cut yam, because I'm saying this because experience has showed me that research is dynamic. If you want to cut yam, you can either slice it, you can divide it in the middle, you can decide to even peel it first before you cut it. So, in my experience, I've seen that, especially when it comes to writing of papers for published, from already finished work, that most likely this is gray literature. So, for most times, you have to. It's you that will decide. Okay, there are some methods of doing it is either you divide it based on your specific objectives, so that it can give you different topics in the work. Maybe your specific objectives is to determine something, second one is to do something else, third one is to do something else. That way you can be able to have 3 different research topics from that one paper. That's a method. Another method you can use to do that, it's all these things is depending on you. There are people now they can develop. If maybe you're doing a big work like a PhD, your chapter 3 alone is a paper. Your chapter 2 alone is a paper. In fact, your chapter 3 has its own objectives. Your chapter 2 has its own objectives. Then there is the general objectives of the work. So the specific objectives alone is not a criteria to say this is what you must use to generate papers from your work. That thing depends on you. If you want to go that route, you can go through that route. So it's now you that will decide, okay, let me do this. But for the context of this class, I'm doing it as a full whole package. If you now want to, that's why I mentioned it earlier before that you can have 5 or 6 papers from one research. It depends on you. It depends on the route you want to follow. So if you want to use like me now, if I want to use, I can decide like here now with this I'm doing now. I can decide um let me upload that same document here and say let me upload it. I want to write a review paper now from this document. That's what I want all of us to do. So when you're watching the video, you can easily, I'll take it a bit easy so you can follow. This is where I want you to focus on. So you just press enter after you've uploaded your document. Okay. So it's reviewing the document. What I'm going to do here is I will tell it, please use one specific objective for this work. That way I can be able to, the reason why people are using specific objectives is not that they cannot write this as a paper, depending on them. It's all these things depend on them. So, but you choosing a specific objective is so that you can get more from your research. That's just it. I don't know if I've understood you. I've answered your question, ma'am.
Yeah, you have answered my question. You have answered my question. So one can choose in this
Yes.
conference we are asked
Yes, you can.
submit. Can choose anyone. You
Yes, you
can do
can.
you can just choose any of your.
Yes.
Okay, no
Yeah.
problem. Okay.
Yeah. Like this now, I can
Can I
use.
ask a question?
Go ahead, please.
Please, still in that line of question you just answered now. I want
Yes, sir.
to know if, for instance, some of us we are privileged to dump some community development projects where
Yes.
maybe you implemented a particular project, and in
Mm-hmm.
some conferences you were asked to come and showcase what you did in that community by way of
Yes.
presenting it in a format of abstract. Now,
Yes.
in this abstract too, you were told that the abstract should not be maybe not more than 400 words, and you were
Yes.
guided by some certain uh, um, methods that you have to follow. Like they ask
Yes.
you to do like a background, do which method, result, and conclusion. All these
Yes.
things
Yes.
fall within not more than 400 words, for instance. And if you are lucky to present the paper, you're given like 10 minutes to present by
Yes.
oral presentation. If it's an poster presentation, you are asked not to, you're also given a guideline. Now, my question is this. All these conference papers like abstract, can you also convert them to what we are doing, like a journal, since they are not as lengthy as up to 20 pages, 30 pages? Can you
Yes. You
also convert them like a journal?
yes. You can convert them to a journal if you meet the rigor that is required from the journal publication body. Your journal, your conference paper, where you're coming to just present maybe possibly findings or possibly review findings from work, either from a conceptual work or from an empirical study, you can still make it a full journal article that is publishable anywhere if you meet up to the standards that is required from that body. So for instance now, I hope we all know that with these AI tools, work has become, before people don't have tools to publish. What we used to use before was SPSS. We didn't have any kind of tool for analysis. Even when you are doing systematic review, it's very hard because you have to use manual tools. You have to spend days analyzing literature. But now, as I'm talking to you, AI has made it so easy that everybody is now publishing. Everybody. So the way more everybody is publishing now, people, the journal publication platforms are rejecting more. The acceptance rate is dropping every day. Is dropping. Is reducing. So the simple thing of making a conference paper like that, a full journal article, maybe in a Scopus rated platform where you can publish on a Scopus rated platform, is the rigor. Like if you just present a journal, maybe a journal like that, or a conference paper like that, where you just maybe you did a solar what do you call it, a solar mount, maybe you did a solar plant for a village, and you presented the findings in a journal, in a conference proceedings like that, something like that. Now, how can you be able to step it up? How can you be able to synthesize the findings to be able to meet up with the rigor that is required for Scopus or any other for Scopus rated journals? That's the question you should ask. So the question now is not, the problem is not whether you can do it. Yes, you can, but can you be able to now synthesize the findings? Can you be able to now make sure that you have everything that it takes? You documented everything about the work. You your tables, they're in line, your formattings are in line, and also it can meet the rigor that is required to publish on different journal publication bodies that are especially Scopus rated. So you can publish anything. Just make sure that it meets up with the requirements of whoever you're publishing in. That's the simple thing about it. I don't know if I've understood, if I've made you understand it, sir. Okay, I think somebody is raising their hand. Okay, please
Okay.
go ahead. Please. Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Doc.
Good evening,
Sorry,
sir.
the network has been wonderful, so I've been missing some links. But my question is this: what is the minimum and the maximum of the number of pages for a conference article or journal article, as we are talking to us now?
Okay, there is no, actually, for me personally, I've not looked into it. I've not written too much of conference proceedings. I'm more into systematic reviews. I'm more into empirical reviews, empirical papers, like what we are writing. It's this thesis. So, but for maybe conference proceedings where you have to present, but from the little I've seen, I believe at least I've seen some conference papers. I believe I've seen some conference papers that have reached up to 64 pages.
Okay.
64 pages. It depends on what you've discovered alongside the work. So another thing is also based on, depending on what the stipulations from the conference. Like I saw this conference that is going to be hosted in Futo, and it's 17th of this November. I saw some, different stipulations. I saw some requirements. The abstract must be so and so. This, so it depends on them. So when you look at it and you see it, like what you can present to Curious and what you are presenting to maybe let's say Ajol or PubMed is different. All these things are they're all different platforms, and the same way you also go for different publication events. So
Okay.
for me, I don't believe but I believe 10 up to 60 something pages is still okay. So it just depends on, okay, can this thing, is it actually presenting what I did in the work? Does it
Okay.
follow the required structure for the work?
Okay.
The page for us in research, page does not matter at all. You hardly see anybody try to talk about page, because page just has to say you're trying to restrict us from seeing. That's, you're introducing bias into your work. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter at all. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this goes along with Donald too. So it can be up to type. And look, my problem here is that the one I'm writing is up to 40 pages. So I'm wondering how is it
Not wrong.
acceptable?
It's not wrong. You're only putting rigor in your work. Rigor is
Okay,
acceptable. Rigor,
okay,
you're just making your work outstanding. so that
It's
they
okay.
can see that you actually did the work. So it's
It's
quite
okay.
okay. So
It's okay.
your conference. So I will encourage you to continue. That's a very brilliant one. Don't just write
Thank you
something
so much.
simple.
Yes, thank you
Yes,
so much.
yes. So do we have any other persons? I want us to achieve this within the next 30 minutes. Let's have a simple review paper. I want us to do this. This is the one thing I want us to achieve before we go. Let's write this as a review paper. Okay. Please, Madam Ogujoy, please go ahead and speak. We can hear you. Okay, go ahead, ma. Go ahead. I can see your hand. Go ahead and speak, please. You can unmute your mic and speak.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. This one that you just did now, did it add up to this number of pages that the last speaker asked? Because from what you copied, it didn't even get up to 10 pages.
Okay.
Mhm.
We are going to, okay, you know me, I'm a practical person. So what we'll do is, how many pages should we do this review paper as? How many should we make it?
Let's aim at something that is acceptable, like from the page that nobody will question, the number of pages that nobody can question or say reject the work.
Okay. So how many should we make it in your mind from what you're saying?
I don't know. I've not done one before, so I don't know.
We can
He
make it
was
20
talking
pages,
about
right?
he was saying something
I
about the one he is already writing is getting up to 40 pages. So I'm beginning to wonder, are we
No,
are
no,
we
no. It's
both?
not. It's depending. You're not doing the same research as him. There's some. That's the thing I'm trying to make you understand that it's not like it's only when you come to papers, independently published papers. It's not like this our thesis. Like in CESPES currently, we have a page requirement. You must publish above a certain limit for your thesis to be acceptable. So you cannot publish like 70 pages for your full thesis. It's not going to be. They don't smile at 90 pages. 90 pages is small. But over there in different publication platforms, they don't specify and say your page more number must be this or 100 and this and that. No, no, no. You don't. I don't think there's anything like that. What they focus on is actually the rigor that you use to do the work. So they believe that if you put in the rigor to do your introduction, your literature review, your methodology, you should be able to have accumulated a certain number of pages that is generally required. There's no like certain this thing must be this number of pages. So you that's sometimes you can open a journal will be 12 pages, but what is inside that work? It took them like let's say 5 years of PhD work, doctoral work to achieve that 5 pages you're seeing. That's 5 pages to do that forest plot, to do the meta-analysis, to do everything. It's just 5 pages, oh, but the work involved took them 5 years. So it doesn't have any replacement. So go ahead, please. Somebody else wants to speak. Please go ahead.
please, based on that, what he explained and what Ogujoy asked,
Yes,
in most of the papers I saw, some are 10 pages, some are 12 pages, some are even 8 pages. So
exactly.
that is, did you get the instruction of the about the conference paper to be presented at Futo on 18th or 17th? Did you go through the instruction? Like as I am now, I didn't get any of that. I'm just, this person said that we are going to do this and this, and my supervisor, I'll be calling my supervisor at least to get fresh hand information from him. If I call him, say this. So I'm
Okay,
not sure.
so you're asking me.
If you have the formal information, just give us so that we will know whether the thing will need us to write up to 50 pages or 10 pages.
Okay, that what I'm trying to tell you is that I've not looked at it too. I only browsed through it because of want of time. But from what I saw, they don't use pages. Go ahead. Somebody wants to speak. Go ahead. I think somebody wants to speak. Go ahead and speak, please. Somebody was speaking.
No, no, no.
Please
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
please.
Okay. So what I'm saying is
No,
that the page
I
numbering
raised
is
my
not
hand. I wanted
what.
to ask question.
Okay, okay. Just hold on. The page numbering.
Okay.
I'm going to post the requirements for the conference paper from here.
Okay,
But
based on
I hope
what I just
I'll
asked,
just I'll
what I
just
asked
just
earlier on.
one. Okay, okay. Go ahead.
Hello, are you with me?
Yes, yes. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, based on what I asked earlier on concerning the conference paper, like what I shared earlier on, where I'm thinking this new light of learning now, I'm thinking of those abstract presentations, if they can be converted to journals. But the challenge there is that they do not have references, and they are in journals. They have references based on what we just did. What happens to those people? Because they were practical field experiences, not consulting any paper to write those things. What happened? Because they do not have references.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody have one more question so that we can round up and so we can enter the practical before 10? Any other questions? I will attend to both of them at once. Please speak up so that I can do that, two of them at once. Go ahead and speak. Madam Grace, I can see you. Madam Joy, anybody can speak. Go ahead.
Good evening, Dr. Kenna.
Good
Um,
evening. Good evening.
I want to ask if your source document is maybe fewer than what you want to write. Will the journal writer increase it? Example, if your proposal is 30 pages and you
Mhm.
want your journal to be up to 40 pages, I see the
Yes.
source document is fewer. How do we do it?
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So I'll attend to the two questions at once. Sir Cornell, you said something about whether if the abstract, maybe they've told you to present abstract and you presented it and it's accepted, how can you convert it into a journal? I want to do it now. Like, I like to do practical. I'll show you how to. The simple thing you need to do is get a research bank. That topic now, let's say for instance now, this is pattern and prevalence of this is the topic, right? Even if I write a thesis for this, if I write an abstract for this and it's accepted to be used as a conference paper, right? All I need to do is go and get enough evidence to back it up. Evidence in terms of research. Do you understand? I just need to maybe go to databases like Google Scholar and now get research that is around here that surrounds this. So this is what I would do if I were to use an abstract. If I'm maybe presenting an abstract and I don't have the main findings and I want to discuss it like a full journal, I'll just first of all I'll go to I'll just go to ChatGPT first of all. I'll first go to ChatGPT, then I'll go to new chats and I'll say, please, I want the best way to find articles, the best articles for this thesis topic on Google Scholar. So I'm just gonna. So once I do this now, watch what is going to give me. Just watch what is going to give me. Then I can use now. Most people make the mistake just going to Google Scholar immediately. This I'm telling you, I don't usually reveal it. Some people can just go to Google Scholar and type that topic.
Please, please read it again.
Can I? I
I
should leave the screen.
uh, no, I said the prompt
Yes,
you
this
just
is it now.
mentioned.
Please, I
Say
want
it
the
again.
best way. Please, I want the best way to find the best articles for this thesis topic on Google Scholar. That's it. Then I'll put the topic. So once I've done that now, there's something called search strategy. Search strategy, it's like if you put this topic alone in Google Scholar and paste it in Google Scholar, you might not find the best research because there's something called there's bias that you introduce because it can go to generate different topics that are not aligned. So the best way is to go use a search strategy. So that's we use Boolean logic of uh, uh, or and you know, in brackets and all to do that. So what I will do is after I've done this, I'll just copy this and put into here. Enter. So that topic now that I've chosen, I'll choose till from 2021 within the last 5 years. So all I need to do now to back this up, this abstract, is to start looking at all this research and start getting them. So when I'm discussing that abstract from the introduction, I can be drawing insights from all this. So it's very simple. It's something that we have treated in this class. Maybe you can watch our previous videos from the past weeks. We've done that over and over. So it's something that is we've done over and over. So I will not want to like. So let's go back to what we really want to do. Then, my Grace, you said something about that if your work is 30 pages and you need something of 40, it's still the same thing. Anything you're doing, even in your work, you're discussing, you're increasing the pages, try and back it up with evidence. Evidence means just feed the research the journal writer with enough evidence that it can continue your work and not start to fall behind. So I would maybe this would be a topic for another day how we'll do all that. But for this class, let us focus on writing the one conference paper that you can. I want everybody to do this one that I'm about to do now. So quickly, let's quickly go back to where we stopped. So I see that now this is what he wrote from here. So it's asking me what is the title. So I'm going to use the recommendations from one of us that said we should use one of the research questions. So I'm going to say use one research objective, right, from the work. Use one research objective from the work. Then two. Then in the number two is telling me is what's the author name? Like I used Dr. Ikena. Then three, the style. I can use upper sixth edition. Do you understand? So for this now, I can decide to use IEEE if that is what I want. Then the desired. Remember that you, as for your own work, what you're using is upper sixth. Let me just reiterate this. IEEE is a standard for another, maybe there's a journal I'm publishing on, especially that has to do with electrical electronics engineering, and they use this standard. So I'm just saying that you can also choose different referencing style, but for the purpose of this, let me just use the upper that we'll be using, but you're open to use it depending on where you're publishing on. So let's use upper sixth that we'll be using. Then the structure, I'm now going to tell it now what we'll do. This is a review, a narrative review paper. So write it like one. I want to present it as a rigorously done conference paper. Okay, so use the standard format for a paper like this. All right, so let's go to 5. Then what is the target word length? The reason why we put this is so that you can just have an idea. So I can maybe give it like, let's say, since we say 20 pages, right? Let's give it 20 pages. 20 pages, okay, right? Should I make it 20 pages, please?
Yes, 20 is okay.
Yes.
20. So I'll just say enter narrative review paper. So I'm going to press enter. I'm done. Okay. So this is the source of narrative paper. Okay. So okay. So now it's asking me, would you like to select the most central research objectives? So I'll say yes. Yes, I want to select the most central. I want to select the number one objective, the work as topic. Then go to the next. It's now telling you, okay. So I'll say yes, yes. I want to select the as topic. So simple. Okay. All right. So I'll just say go on. That's all I need to say. Go on. So it's going through the knowledge. So this is the objective one, to identify the perceived factors. Okay, from this. So what I'm going to do is now perceived factors influencing Igbo language shift. That will be the topic. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the topic now. Perceived factors influencing Igbo language shift among communities. So among communities in Imo State, a narrative review structured as abstract. Now, this is just one type of review paper. A review paper can be different. It can be narrative, it can be a full scoping review, it can be a systematic review, it can be a meta-analysis. So it depends on you. So, but for the purpose, the easy one you can do that will not stress you is just a narrative paper. So I'm just going to say okay. I'll just say go on. So you can start with the work. So I'm going to appear. All right. So it has started writing the work, the structure. So this is the abstract. The narrative review investigates the perceived factors influencing the using Fishman, this, and the highlights the okay. All right, so it has started writing this. Okay. So this is it. It has started writing this. So this is your actual paper. This is actually the kind of paper you can present at a conference. This is actually the paper you can present at a conference. So I can actually tell it something. Hmm? I can say, I can tell it, please, I want this paper to clearly bring solution to a problem in society, but still based on that first objective. of study and still the, the rigorous redone narrative paper it is. So once I've done that, I'll press enter. I want it to be clear. I don't want it to just be a paper that is just, you understand? Now, this is what I did. I'm trying to make it even to a layman who see that we are finding the solution. You understand? So now look at this, look at this, look at this title. Compare this title with this. Theoretical and conceptual background, understanding and reversing language shift. I don't know if you're understanding me. Instead of just look at this topic, compare it with this. Look at this topic here. This is the topic that was written here. Perceived factors influencing Igbo language shift among communities in Imo State. Which topic do we prefer the most? Do we prefer this one, or do we prefer the new one I just started? Which topic do you think is better? Do you prefer this topic, that is this topic here, theoretical and conceptual background? Do we prefer this, or do we prefer the first one? Please let's know so that we can continue from each of any one of them. Please, let's pick up. Which one do we prefer?
I prefer the
These are the
first
two.
one, the perceived.
The perceived. All right. So since you prefer it, we'll continue from it. And that's one thing. I can easily come here. I can easily come here now, edit the message, and just say go on and send. And that side now will close. The one I wanted to do will close. So that's it. So now we're continuing with the work. So the study of language shift occupies a central position in social linguistic theory. Fishman's graded. Okay. All right. All right. So that's the work. It's already looking good. It's already looking good. So what I need to do now is I'm going to just go and copy the work from the abstract. Let's start from the abstract here. Or let me start from yes, the abstract. Okay, let me start from the topic. Where is it? Perceived. I'm just going to copy it here. Down. Or let's finish. Let's finish the work, then we can copy at once. So let me just say go on. Go on. So we're almost through. I want us to be done with this paper. So okay. So it's now discussing different narratives. Okay. So we'll see whether actually it reaches the word count of 20 pages. Since we gave it 20 pages. So we're going to just okay. Okay. All right. So it's writing everything is going on. Okay. So let me just go on. I want us to finish this paper in the next 10 minutes. So this is the implications, the conclusions for language maintenance. So look at it, it is finished. It should be done with this now. So I started this about 20 something minutes ago. So we finished this whole paper now in 20 something minutes. This is not the first paper, this is the second one. So I'm going to post it on the group so we can see how our conference paper should look like, or something like this. You can do something different, of course. Uh-huh. So the references, all these are correct. You can decide now, how do you know you're writing something correct? You can copy this. If you notice, I did not feed any references inside it. So let's copy this now and put it in Google Scholar. The typical way of looking for checking if a reference is fake is copying it and put it either in Google or Google Scholar. You can go here and type it in. You can either type it here and paste that reference. See whether you can find material on it. So look at AI overview has already given us that the provided material is real. And look at it here. This is the material here. So I just need to click here and I've seen the material here. So this is actually real. It's a real study. So it's to tell you that what we're doing here is actually real. We're not playing. So you can actually do that, or you can just go to Google Scholar to check if what you are actually writing is from your work. Like what this one is writing is from the work. This is what it is here. You understand? I don't know if you're understanding it. So that's it. So it's downloading here and everything is there. So that's that for that. So quickly, let's go on so we can conclude with the work is actually done. So let's copy it out and see how many pages it is going to be. So let's just quickly start from the abstract and copy it down to the end. Oh, okay. So copying it down to the end to the references. So you now that is writing your work, you have 48 hours. By Tuesday, everybody that is logged in will be logged out. So please, you have 48 hours to generate your own paper and submit it to me so that I can go through and peruse and see how exactly you have performed on your work. So do exactly what I did. Go and watch the video multiple times. If you have questions, you can ask me. I'm always very, very available to answer. So no, no, no. Okay. So let's
Question, please. Thank you, Dr. Ken. Please, can we ask just little question?
go ahead, please.
Please, so the only thing I'm finding very difficult is that when I tried using the chat GPT to, like my own topic is on domestic violence laws in Imo State.
Yes.
So I kind of those you asking you like all those questions you, that you used to point out like name and all that, they all came out, but
Yes.
like do I write it as this or that? It wasn't coming out on my own, please.
Okay, like you're saying, did you? I'm not getting that question. Please, can you rephrase?
Is like if for instance I tried, you know, like in chat gp entering one of my said please
Is it in
write
ChatGPT or in
conference.
the right verb?
Yes,
Like,
yes, yes,
is is it in ChatGPT itself or the right verb?
yes.
Research. Right verb. Which one?
No, chat GPT.
Okay. Okay, I understand.
So is it
You're
different
finding
from
it hard.
right verb journal? Is it different? That's
Yes,
just what
yes, it's different. It's different. Forget that we are hosting it on this platform. That's the paid ChatGPT platform.
okay.
Because of access, because is this one is cheaper for us as a company. Because if you
Okay.
host it on our site, is very expensive for you students, for students to pay. So this one now, we discovered that it's kind of cheaper for us. We don't need to pay so much and we don't need to bill so much. In fact, if I was hosting this on my own server, there's no way I will give you free access for 48 hours. The reason why this is free is because I can subsidize the price based on ChatGPT gives us a platform where we can host some of our software, like writing software like this. Everything you see about this software was built. It's not ChatGPT. ChatGPT is only like a host for it. So ChatGPT will not behave like this. ChatGPT is just a normal AI tool. This is not just a normal AI tool. This was built for research. So it's different. So now what I will tell you is I can't tell you that ChatGPT, it will be very hard for you to use ChatGPT to do what Right Verb Journal Writer will do. But I can tell you that what you should do is maybe try and try just use the journal writer, because for ChatGPT it's very hard, especially if it's not free. ChatGPT is very difficult to use if it's not free. If it's free actually, so you need to do something that is not free. So let's quickly round up this journal. I promised us by 10 we're done, so let's round it up. I think we're done with the formatting. So what we need to do is just a few minutes, you see the full beauty of this journal. So what I need to do now is telling me that I need to go to the figure 1.2. I need to go to the figure 1.2 here, and it says I need to go to the figure 1.2 here and um insert the UNESCO diagram. So let me go to figure 1.2. This is figure 1.2 here from the work. This is figure 1.2, yes. So I just need to go and insert this diagram. So let me insert this diagram. Once I copy it, I'll come here and insert the diagram. Okay, so that's that for that. So I just need to do keep text only. Okay. Uh, oh, so let me do it again. Sorry. Merge formatting. Yeah. So let me just merge it. Figure one. So that's it. So by the time I do this throughout the work, I should be able to have like 20 something. We're already at above 12 pages. So this one now is figure 2.2. So what I need to do is just come here and copy figure 2.2. So you know it cannot write the figures for you. So it just tells you where to copy those figures from. So that way, so this is figure 2.2. Need to delete this. This is figure 2.2. Then this one now, figure 2.3 and figure 2.4. We're almost through. It's just like 5 minutes, we'll be done with this journal, so we can close for the night. So it's now left for you. Everybody is not by force to actually do this assignment I'm giving. This is the first time I'm giving an assignment on this platform, but I want you to do it for your own good. Use the software. We're giving you 48 hours to do your own paper. Just do what I did. Try and get your own paper out. Let me see how your own looks. If I can correct it, I'll correct it. If I can do something different for you, I can tell you what to do. So the main thing is just do something on your own. Write the paper on your own. Do you understand? Then this is, they say that you insert figure. So this is another, I need to put this figure too. So I just need to install this too. and copy, and that's it.
Some of us that are still on the field collecting data, we don't have analyzed data to substantiate, our
This is not data. Oh. This is just pictures. Oh, these are not data. This is the chapter 2 literature in the work. This is not data yet. This is just chapter 2. In your chapter 2, you're supposed to um, give us like a visual representation. I always say that it's better that you
Okay,
visualize your
okay,
work
thank
a
you.
lot more.
Um,
Okay, so then this is the 2.7, the conceptual review of the work. This is the conceptual review of the work, for instance. Um, and there's to copy it and put it down here and merge it. So this thing is just, if you don't have pictures in your work, you don't need to panic. All you need to do is just tell it whatever the software tells you to do it. Like me, I'm following it. It told me I should make this. He said I should insert the conceptual review framework of the work. So I had to go and insert it. It said insert. So me, I just followed the instruction it gave me. So that's just all. So
then
I'm not.
how verb this thing? How can you, let us be on the same page with others you have onboarded? Is it possible so that we
Uh,
can
this class
assess the
we actually gave it as a deadline that by 2 p.m. to by 4, and I don't know why you're coming now, but no problem. I'll still give you the opportunity now after this class. Just
this
invite
piece that
me.
we're like working, please?
Problem. So that's that for that. So this now I'm going to see people that for some of us that were questioning whether it can reach up to 20 pages is up almost at 14. So when we're not through with this work, so you can see that it's actually above. It will definitely cross it will definitely cross 20 pages at the end of the work. Definitely, because the references have not even arranged those references. So this is that for that and E. So and this one goes up. So that's just the simple thing I'm expecting from your work. When you're giving me by Tuesday maximum, your work should be ready. I think even if you even bring out time by tonight, if you can bring out time tonight, you can do this by tomorrow morning before you go to work. You're done with your journal. Since you have the software, you have the knowledge, you have the video, everything is easy for you. All you just need to do is just follow my leading and just do what I told you to do, and every other thing is settled. Do you understand? So that's just it. And and this is the discussion and analysis of the work. Okay, so show okay, from page 36, figure 3.1. Is there any figure 3.1? Okay, there is not, because this is, I don't think there is. I don't think there is. So this is now the creme de la creme of the work. So this is it. This is the creme de la creme of the work. So all I need to do now is just to format it properly. This thing should be 1.5 minimum, 2.5 minimum. Okay. So that's it. All right. This image, just stress me. Okay, figure. All right, here we go. Let me turn this down a little bit. Small. Okay, so do we have any other any question? Because we are rounding up the class.
Yes, I have a
We're rounding
question.
up. Okay, please go ahead and
I
ask.
have a question.
Please go
My
ahead. Go ahead.
question is, how do you humanize this
This work.
AI
All right.
generated? Yes,
Content. I will do that immediately after now. So work
thank you,
is
sir.
done. So the work is done. We are just going to humanize it. All right. To humanize it is not a problem. So there are platforms we use, and I'll give you out for free. That's the reason of you being on this platform. So you learn all that for free here. All right. So we're almost through. Conclusion is here. Okay. So that's that. What we've achieved now is at least we have a journal article, 20-page journal article. So let me just try and make it up to 20 pages. So this is what we've had that we extracted from that research that we can use as a conference paper. Page 56. This is okay. Okay, this is now the findings discussion. So we don't have, because we are not using empirical review, we're not using empirical research. So it's giving us tables that show empirical research. Let me give you an instance. This figure 3.1 now, if you look in the work, it's not there. So when you see something like that, all you need to do, look at figure, there's nothing like figure 3.1 here. So all I need to do is just delete it from here, from the work. Since what we're using here is empirical, we're using conceptual data, we're not using empirical data. So all these figures, this one that are in the results, the conceptual data we have is okay. Since it's not there, remember this now, you're supposed to, from what the chapter 3 wrote, you're supposed to have empirical data. So it interprets that empirical data from your chapter 3 to put it here. So you now, what you need to do, since this is just a review paper, you remove these tables that show the result side. Since you're not done with chapter 4 and 5, you remove that side, you remove those tables, but the work is absolutely okay. It's absolutely fine. So the references needs to go to another page. Okay. Then references. So now we are done with this, at least for the first starters. So how do you humanize it? That's the question. How do you humanize it? What platforms or what do you use? I'm going to show you one of my biggest secrets. For those that stay to the end of the class, this will be your bonus. This will be your bonus.
You're not
Um,
seeing your screen, no.
yeah, are you seeing my okay. Sorry. Are you seeing my screen now?
Yes, we are seeing it.
Yes.
Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so let me show you this. Hold on 1 minute. Um, special. Okay, so that's that for that. Okay, so how do we humanize this now? How do we humanize it? All we need to do is this I use the platform I use personally is called um the platform I use personally is called Stealth Writer. So I just need to go to Stealth Writer. Yeah, I actually use two platforms. I use Stealth Writer and I use another one to detect it. I use Stealth Writer to humanize, and I use or the sapling to detect if they still AI. Let me give you an instance. I'll give you an instance of what I'm saying. Like, look at this now. This is Stealth Writer. I'm coming. Let me go to AI detection in sapling. So sapling is very good. It's how it works like Turnitin. I have I will not want to open Turnitin because Turnitin is very, very, very difficult to use for free. So I have it, but I don't like wasting the credit there. So I just want to use sapling. Sapling is like a free detector, but it's as thorough as Turnitin. So I use this now if I want to humanize for free. I can use maybe they'll give you like a bunch of credits for free to humanize, but this is the best I've seen. So I'm going to just continue. Let me see if I can humanize using this. So let me see if I have any free humanizer. I think I've been using this for a while, so I don't know whether I have free credit on it. 0 words. Okay, I have 0 words on this. Okay, I have 0 words. All right. So quickly, let me go to my bookmarks. I have another one I use. This one I'm trying to give you the free. Oh. If you want paid, this one is a very good paid model. But the ones I use for free to humanize, I'm about to show you. Let me just show you in my bookmarks. Okay. No, no, no. Okay. Please, I hope we're still hearing me, right?
Yes, sir. We can hear
Yes,
you
sir.
very
Yes,
clearly.
yes, sir.
So hold on. I'm trying to get to the other one I use for free. This one, you have to log in from a free account to be able to, like, they just give very, very few credit, and I've exhausted it. So let me try and there's another one I use. Um, Bookmark manager, the bookmark. Just 1 minute. I have it saved somewhere. Uh, oh, bookmarks. Uh, okay. I think I have it on my phone. Let me look for it on my phone. It's here. Okay. Um, just 1 minute. There. Okay, bookmarks. I've seen it. Mobile bookmarks. So where are you? Yes, I use Walter Wright. This is a new platform. So I don't know where this video might be shown like for a long time. So whenever you're watching this video, it depends on when you're watching it. But I use Walter Wright AI. This is what I use to humanize. It's a new platform I've been trying, and it's been doing very, very well. So I can, if with this now, I can start a free trial on it. So it will definitely give me like a free kind of stuff. So it's trying to sign me in. So I can just say, "If I'm live with you." Let me just give it. Let me just continue with my Google. Okay, so let me sign in with this for free. we test it on sampling detector and it passes, then you know that your work is actually okay. I've actually used this one too. Wow. Oh, my free trial has ended. Nice. Let me try another way. I can do. Let me try another way. I can try. So for you, I don't know. I write a lot, so I wouldn't compare myself to you. These platforms I'm giving you, Walter Wright, as well as Stealth Writer, they tend to give you free credits that you can use. So for me now, I don't know if I can be able to sign in again, but with this now, you can humanize your work. If maybe
So
like before I, yeah. So for you, go to waterrights.ai as well as Stealth Writer. Now let me just give you like an instance of what they can do. I've used Stealth Writer before on this platform, and I think I've showed us. Let me just go to that. Let me try and log in with Walter Wright again and see whether it works. Let me just try and log out. Let me try and log out. Try. Let me see where I can log out. So just hold on 1 minute. I don't want this video to be too long. So, but if I see if I can, let's see, I can use another. Okay. So it's still doing the same thing. Okay. So the main thing is this. Go
just
to
tell how to.
waterrights.ai. Can you hear me? These are the two platforms I
Yes.
use personally. Either use water rights. Since you have like a free credit, I've already burnt through my own for today. So go and use it. Use Stealth Writer. Then to check if what you're writing there's AI in it, use Stealth Writer. Let me copy for instance. This one is free. This one is free. So I can easily just go here. All these things I've been writing, I can check it if there's AI in it or not. I can easily go there and I can be able to verify, okay, this is what we wrote here, right? So I can go, let me see how much AI is in the abstract alone. Let's see. So let's copy it and put it in Stealth Writer. And so look at what it's writing. 100% AI. Are you seeing it? 100% AI. So what I need to do now is either use any of the paraphrasing software, like either this Walter Wright, or I can use the Stealth Writer that I told you about to paraphrase it or humanize it so that it can reduce the AI. But these two platforms, I recommend them to you. So do not by any means try and go and submit and say this is what I wrote. No. After you're done with it, after writing your report or writing your paper, you just go to Stealth Writer or Water Rights and humanize it, and you have your work. So I hope I've answered everybody's concerns, and I've been able
Okay.
to
So
give.
when we get after when we paste it there,
Yes,
we'll just ask it to humanize, right?
yes, just ask it to humanize. I really wish I could sign in.
No, just tell
Like
us what to do.
I want to know. Yes, when you go there, just go to humanize, and you click humanize, and it
Oh,
humanizes it. So these ones I'm giving
okay.
you will give you a bit of. These ones are the good ones. There are many softwares out there that say they humanize, but they don't. But these two, I've
Yeah.
tested them and I trust them. That's why I'm giving
Okay.
them to you. And they give you like free credits. So, but like me now, I tend to use. I like free a lot. So I use things free till the most I can. Is when maybe I don't have option, I can now buy it. So this now,
Okay.
with this now, if you have like me, I have like 7 email addresses. I can use like for one email today, tomorrow I'll use the one for another email, just like that.
Mm.
So I didn't know I've exhausted all of them. I didn't
Hello,
know I've
sir.
used it so much. Yes.
Dr.
Please
Ikenna.
go ahead, my prof. My prof, yes, go ahead.
There is this the
Professor
copy
Kenyinga.
AI, the copy AI that I normally use. It's also good.
Which one is that, sir?
The copy DECOPY dot AI.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it give free credit, sir?
Yes, free.
Okay. We know me, my own is that I like test and see. This is the rule for me. Anything I test and it cannot pass sapling detector is fake. So we're going to test it now before we recommend it to everybody. So let's try it. AI humanizer. Thank you very much for that ideas for that, sir. So we'll check it out. Thank you so much. We're very grateful, my prof. Thank you, sir. So let's check it out. Me, I even need this one now, right now, right now. Thank you very much. That is it's just like this now. Just paste it here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go back to our work. See, so this is the abstract, right? This is the abstract we copied. So let's paste it here. And okay, this settings is telling me standard tone. There's no need to really mess with it. So let's just humanize it and see. So let's try. Thank you very much for that suggestion. Thank you, sir. So now let's copy this. I've copied it. So I'm going to test it now to see if it actually works. So it works. So congratulations, my prof. You have suggested a very good product for us. So you see
You're
this,
welcome.
it was
We're working in
so
progress.
yes, yes. Thank you very much. That is why we learn together. We can learn from anybody. We are all together learning. So you see this now with this, it has removed it to 0. So Minister Judith, you can see how this works, right?
Yes. So after humanizing it, you will now go to sampling, right? To
Yeah.
check
You just
or to test
uh,
it.
yes, to
Okay,
test
you
it.
still copy it again. You copy the humanized form or format
Yes,
or
back to the
version
work.
and go back
Back
to
to work.
sampling.
Uh, I just test like now. If
That's
I test once, like you see this paper now, as I've tested it once,
sampling.
as I've tested
Okay,
it once, I've seen that the platform is good. I'll not test it again because
I know.
since the first one is okay, I'll just be maybe humanizing and copying back to my work and all. So this the copy is recommended since it passes sapling test, so it's recommended by myself. So go ahead and use it. I believe it's a good
Thank you.
thing. So
All
just
right.
that's it.
So sampling is the detector. All right. Well,
Yes,
these ones
detector.
are for humanization. All right.
Yes. So just go, but still after humanizing, you still need to read the work. If there's any grammatical shifts, you try
Yes.
and just fix it up. So that's
Yeah.
that for that. So thank you so much to everybody. We've spent a lot of time. It's been a very, very enjoyable
Yes.
class. Um,
So we don't
yes,
even feel like going.
it's even
It's
insightful.
quite
So
quite interesting. Yeah.
quite interesting. Thank you. So by now, I believe from now till Tuesday, everybody on this platform should have an article written using
Yeah.
right verb. Okay. Sorry, ma Grace, please go ahead, ma. Go ahead, ma.
Yeah, thank you. I want to
Before
ask,
you
are there required
information,
reference?
I have
Are there
information.
the I'm asking a question. Not
Okay,
in that.
go ahead.
As are there required reference number of references for us to use for this journal, or the same references for our source documents, all of them?
No, you must not use all. Like, look at this now. Let me show you this.
I
This one now.
discovered that it's reduced in that this one.
Yes, because the work is smaller now. This is
Oh,
17 pages. Yes, yes. Okay, so the next person, please go ahead and ask a question.
Professor wants to talk. Please go ahead, sir.
Please go ahead. I think Sir Agomo
Professor
Kelechi.
The
Ninja, where you
information
did
I
now?
have is that this
Yes, thank you so
discovery,
much.
you can also use it
Okay,
to
hold on,
check.
hold on, hold on. Prof should speak. Prof, go ahead, please.
Professor
The
Ninja is talking.
the copy, you can also use it to check your AI status and humanize. It works both ways.
Oh, that's very
Okay.
good.
So how do we do it, sir?
That's the information. It's
How do we
self-directory.
do it?
It's self-directory.
Okay.
You just as you go there, you can navigate. You don't have need any skill.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
Okay,
you.
okay. Thank you.
okay.
I'll try it this
Thank you.
night.
All right, thank you. So sorry, please, Sir
Okay.
Agomo Kelechi, please go ahead.
Elder
No,
Kelechuku, go ahead.
okay. I just want to say thank you, Doc. Your class is so insightful. Thank you so much. For just like I said earlier, please, I want to still have the code. I don't have it, so that I will be able to log in. I don't have the code to log into
Okay, just
the.
send a message. You're on the platform, right?
Yes, I've already sent a
Elder,
message.
you feel.
Okay, okay,
Thank
okay.
you so much.
No problem. All right. So
Elder.
somebody else
And
wanted to
there were
speak. I think Victor Kelechi, Victor Sadiq or so. I saw somebody raise their hand again.
Okay, no, mine was just a suggestion. Since
Okay, go ahead, sir.
we are doing YouTube recording. I wanted to
Okay.
suggest that maybe we could just, because when we are going through the video all over again, most of what we are saying will be part of. So now that we are done, we could we can end the YouTube because some of us will come back to
Okay.
rewatch.
Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you so much for that, sir. Thank you. I think we'll do that immediately. Thank you very much. All right, but we are actually at the end of the class. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that's made this success. I want to thank there's just so many. I want to thank everybody. I thank Sir Gomo Kelechi, Sir Corneliki, Sir Kenneth, the capacity man himself, Goodness Hillary, the Govo himself. I want to thank Sir Ikpere Chiamadi, Sir Emmanuel, Sainda Chike, my Grace Oyubule, my former Lambo, Mr. Judith Ugochukwu, my good joy, Sir Victor Sedi. Thank you for making our night very insightful. Without you, the class will not hold. So next week,
Thank you
it
very
promises to
much.
be much more insightful.
Yes.
Just like how we are meeting up here, I want us to go into deeper research. This is just the beginning. We'll go deeper into where we'll have collaborations with foreign bodies where we can do research and partner with our different partners. So I just want to say a big thank you. I am very grateful. I appreciate the your presence, and I will try my best always to make it count. So thank you so much to everybody. Thank you. And I want to say have a great night rest. So
Thank
go
you.
and do your assignments. By Tuesday, I expect to see an
Yeah.
article from you.
Thank
Thank you
you,
very
Mr.
much.
Ash. Thank you very
Good
much.
night.
Thank you.
God
All right.
bless
Okay.
Thank you very
you.
much.
Thank
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 you.
you a
you
lot.
for being a very
It
Thank
wonderful
was
you.
so,
host.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Bless you. Night.
All
Good
right. Good
night.
night.
So, can I do for this class?
Mami Analog, good
I hope
evening.
Good evening.
they have switched off the recording, I beg. So our voice will
No,
enter to that place.
Mami Analog,
Ekele
after
will
tonight,
just
you not be analog again.
don't,
Ekele will
don't
just
mind,
record this.
don't mind me.
They possibly enter.
The analog is just affecting me a little bit. Too.
You don't become sustainable digitalized mama.
Ah, oh my God. I'll be trying. I'll be trying. Let me see if I can. I think I'm feeling asleep. I'll go and sleep tomorrow morning. Hmm.
Well, thank you so much.
All right. Good night.
Good night. God bless you.
Good night.